Okay, thank you SandMerit and Wilson for inviting me again. Actually, thank you to Wilson and SandMerit team for actually doing things like this all the time, continuously doing things like this. Because they're not only adding value to their clients and their potential clients and the current clients, right? But they're adding a lot of value to the community at large as well, which is a very good thing. And I commend the team at SandMerit for taking the initiative and the effort to do things, innovative things like this. Yeah, so I think I just exited my business last year, and I am now enjoying the corporate employment. So I think I understand the predicament that both sides of the situation now, both as an employee and as an employer as well. So I understand both sides of the concern. And I recently got invited by Wilson and Team SandMerit to share my views, my 3Rs, on what employers can do during these times to motivate and inspire their teams during this lockdown and COVID-19 situation. So I'm very, very honored to be re-invited by Wilson to share my thoughts again today as a perspective from an employee side as well. So number one thing that an employee can do today, I think as an employee, the number one thing we need to have now is our mindset. We need to have this mindset and understand that this is nobody's fault, right? And it's nobody's responsibility to do anything for you at all. You need to understand and appreciate it and own that situation. We need to take responsibility of our lives and the current situation we are in. And we absolutely are in this together, and we need to learn to stop the blame game. Right? We don't play that game at all. It's really nobody's fault. Take responsibility of the whole situation. Once we have that in us, right, then we know how we can react and what things to do during these tough times. That's the first thing on the mindset. Also, we need to understand this as an employee, right? We need to understand that we are not on holiday. Right? This is the lockdown period. It's called work from home, which means we really still need to do work. We have to work from where we are. We just need to work a little bit harder, and we have to work a little bit more creative to get things done. But we are still at work. We just need to set up our schedule like it's a normal day, like it's a work day, Monday to Friday, get things done. In fact, I think we have to do doubly hard in order to justify this work from home and help the company grow itself. So these are the two things that we need to think of in terms of our mindset. And also, even during normal times, this not my job syndrome shouldn't be there. Even more so during these work from home COVID-19 epidemic times, right? Even more so during these tough times, don't have that mentality. Because we've taken responsibility of the whole situation, we need to understand that everything in the company is not my problem, because we are all in this together. If the company survives, if my colleagues survive, if everyone survives, I will survive. That is the mindset that we need to have. So if you think about it, right, if it's not your job, even during normal times, a lot of employees are always here, oh, I'm only paid X, so I shall only do X. But if you think about it, right, how are you going to earn Y and Z if you're not willing to do Y and Z? Right? So how does the company justify paying you more if you're not willing to do more? And even so, if you look at it that way, on the flip side, during this MCO period, are you doing less? If you are doing less, then should the company pay you less? If you have this not your job syndrome. So wipe that from your mindset right there. There is no such thing as not your job syndrome. Everything is your job. Every problem is your problem. Let's solve this together and move forward. Okay? Especially in days like this, I think during this current epidemic that we are facing, everyone has to be a marketer. Everyone needs to be a top marketer. Everyone needs to be a top salesman. Because the only thing the company requires at this very moment to survive is one, to save costs, two, to get more sales. And at the moment, a lot of companies and industries have absolutely zero sales. So if everyone in the company take responsibility, step up, become a salesperson and help the company generate any cent and dollar, right, will definitely help the company along the way throughout these tough times. Now, another thing that we need to be off is to look at is, very importantly, is to learn to be grateful. I think as employees, we always take things for granted. But at times like these, right, you need to be grateful that you're actually here, that you're actually in this virtual or town hall, that your bosses and or your company actually still cares about you, and that you're still employed. You still have a job. Whereas a lot of people in Malaysia and around the world today are already jobless. A lot more people are going to lose their jobs along the way. So be very grateful and appreciative that you are here today with us and that you have a job. Right? Be very grateful. Because that's what we need to have now, this positive mindset that we are very grateful for what we have today. Okay? Now, another thing to look to do that we can do in these tough times, right, is to actually now is the best time for you to step up. To me, right, I think this is the best time for us to shine. Time for you to take responsibility, time for you to take charge, take ownership of the situation we are in, right? Stand up, right? To stand up, step up, take initiative, come up with new creative ideas for the company, share new suggestions, maybe develop new products or services, innovate the way you work. In fact, innovate the way the company works, right? Bring that up to management. Show them that this is how it can be done better. This is your idea, let's do it, right? Disrupt your processes and SOP to make things better, to save costs or generate revenue or anything just to make the company better. Seize this opportunity to step up and shine in the organization. Now, number 3 points that we can do during these tough times is to move extremely fast, move very, very fast. Revenue and our company profits are dropping by the minute now for a lot of organizations, and we don't have the luxury of doing things like how they were previously, taking our time and moving slow. We have to up the speed on everything, double up the speed on everything that we're doing, move faster with our work, come up with an idea, execute. If it's wrong, evaluate, go back to the drawing board, idea again, execute again. Everything's going to move doubly fast now. Okay. Another thing to look at is if you're blessed in this current situation, work from home, your job role gives you a little bit more extra time. Don't waste the time, seize the opportunity, take control of the time, and use this time to learn more things. Learn about new skills, learn about digital technology, learn more knowledge, just gain more knowledge, because at the end of the day, our skill sets determine our value in the marketplace. So you use this opportunity and this free time that you're blessed with to up your skills. And when after MCO, after this lockdown, when we're back at work, right, we'll be able to bring more to the table, more to the organization. And I'm sure that will increase your value as well in the organization. Now, another thing we should do is, I think a lot of people, even during our normal working hours, we don't do it enough. Even when without the MCO and the lockdown, right, you get to see a lot of your colleagues and your teammates and your bosses face to face. But during this MCO time, kind of distance because we're all at home. So take this initiative, right, this time now to check in with your colleagues and your bosses, especially on a more frequent basis. And check in not for work, but also check in to see how they're doing, if they need any help, if their family's alright, if everything's okay at home. Right? Take this initiative and keep the team together, keep your colleagues in check in with everyone, make sure everyone's okay, right? Help each other, because if together we can win, and we're all in this situation together, right? Now, lastly, one of the things to look at is think creatively, right? Think very creatively. Find ways to either help the company save costs or to increase revenue. These are the two things we need to constantly keep in mind. Because if the company survives, we will survive. If the company goes down, we will all go down. So think that way, take ownership of that, and help the company as much as possible during these times. I think that's all the time we have. These are unprecedented times. Please keep the faith, stay positive, stay home, and stay safe. I want to thank Wilson and the team at SandMerit once again for doing this for the community and especially for their clients. My name is John from the Malaysia Book of Records, and I look forward to seeing all of you once again after this period. Take care.